Hi guys! So since my Empire call got cut off the other day, I decided to make a video for you guys and recap what I was talking about. So the topic was connecting with people via social media. The goal isn't necessarily just to get more likes on your page, more fans on your Instagram, more followers on your YouTube. Really, the goal is to connect with these people, because it doesn't really matter if you got 20,000 likes on your page if you're not connecting with people and if you're not getting engagement from them and not able to talk to them one-on-one. So the magic always happens in private message or email. So what I want to talk about is how you get there. So a few topics I'm going to cover. Number one is intention. If that doesn't make sense yet, it will. Number two, your culture and your niche market. Who are you actually talking to? Number three, we're going to talk about building trust as a coach. And then four, some practical ways that you can connect and interact with your followers. So intention, I guess the best way to describe this would be, are you just in this to make a sale, or are you in this to really help people? I'll tell you guys that it was a learning curve for me to actually make my business about helping others, because I've seen Barbie's career explode, the 5.5 years before I joined as a coach. And so for me, when I started, I was in it to build a business, and that was pretty much it. And it took me a while to understand that by helping other people get what they want, that is when you will get what you want. And you really have to have this, what I call generosity of spirit, with people on your page, people in your challenge groups, and people on your team. So like I said, that was a learning curve for me, but once I got it, once it actually clicked, once I started to find that joy in helping other people, my business just started to grow as a natural extension of that. So so the best way to check your intention, I think, is, are you willing to help people when it's not going to profit you at all? Because there are people in a situation where they're not either able or not willing to buy a challenge pack at this point, but they want to get started on their fitness journey. Are you willing to offer a thoughtful response and maybe even do some research and offer them something that's going to get them started on their fitness journey and show that you care about people as more than a dollar sign? Because if you're just in it to sell them a challenge pack, they will feel that, they'll know that, and they'll run away. And I just think that we're not doing sales pitches, right? Like, our value as a coach is that we actually do care about individuals. So what I always do before I start messaging with people, before I post on my page and go into my challenge groups, I just make sure that I have a generosity of spirit and that I am in it for them and not for me. I'm not just going into my challenge groups to get it done. I'm going in there and wanting to actually help people further their fitness journey and help them reach their goals. And same with my team. There's nothing wrong with wanting to grow a business. There's nothing wrong with wanting to fill up your challenge group. There's nothing wrong with wanting to grow your team. However, when you're talking to people and in your heart you want them to do what is best for them, it is going to show and it's going to come through. And I've had a lot of people who, couldn't join my challenge group at one time, but I helped them get started on their fitness journey, and they've seen that I care about them as people, and when they are ready, they come back and they do join the challenge group. So there isn't anything wrong with wanting to grow your business, like I said, but make sure that in your heart you're trying to help them find the thing that is going to be most beneficial for them. So that's about it, guys, for intention. Just check it before you start messaging, before you start posting. Check your heart, see where it's at, and make sure that you're able to be in a place where you're giving to people. Just as a side note, guys, there's a reason why it's recommended that we do personal development every day. The reason for that is because we are that beacon of positivity and light for people. And we're always offering encouragement and motivation and helping people. And so we're always giving. So we need to make sure that we're filling ourselves back up at the same time. So, Success Principles by Jack Canfield is probably my favorite personal development book. I listen to it over and over again. Awaken the Giant Within by Anthony Robbins is also a great read. So just do make sure that you are taking care of yourself, that you're doing your personal development, and it's not just something to check off your to-do list. It really helps you grow as a coach and as a person, and it helps to keep you in a position where you can continue to give. So number 2, I want to talk about your culture and your niche market. I always tell my team, we don't want to be in a position where we're competing with like the Weight Watchers and the Good Life Fitnesses of the world, because firstly, their advertising budgets are way bigger than ours, right? So we don't want to be so broad and general that we're competing with them for ad space. And secondly, Good Life and Weight Watchers, they want to collect your membership dues, and they don't really care if you stick with the program or if you reach your goals, right? They don't. They're in it purely to build a business, and we as coaches, our primary value add is that we actually really care about people. And so you want to be personal, you want to be transparent, and narrowing down your target market and making it smaller is actually going to expand your business more quickly, because people are going to connect with you more easily and begin to trust you as a coach more because they connect with you. I hope that makes sense. So the culture on my page and the culture on your page should be based on your life experience, your life philosophy, your personality, your values, your differentiator as a coach, your differentiators as a coach. And so for me, I promote a culture of positivity and support, of inclusiveness. We're all part of this community together. Amy Silverman does a fantastic job of that, of building this like community where they all feel like they're part of something. The book Tribes, I can't remember the author right now. The book Tribes is amazing, though. It's a book on leadership, and it really helped me to begin to promote a culture on my page, challenge groups, and on my team. So, and my culture also includes a lot of fun. Like, I like to have fun, and there's a little bit of badass flavor going on. So really bring your personality and who you are into the culture. So secondly, you want to have a niche market, a target market. And again, guys, if you are so broad in general that you want to be for everybody, you're not going to really connect on a deeper level with anybody. Sometimes I go through my coaches' pages and I'll tell them, like, it could be some dude halfway across the world who has like pictures of a cute girl who is posting these things, because I don't see anything personal. All I see is like, motivational posters and things like that, and there's no person behind the page. Like, you can't see who you are. So if that's the case, you really need to think about who your target market is. So, and that also will be based on your life experience. You're going to connect with people who have similar life experiences. So I'll tell you who my niche market is. My niche market is busy working moms. It is that simple. All of my posts fall under that umbrella. I am posting for the busy working mom. On the fitness side of things, my busy working moms, their priority is fitting in nutrition and fitness into their very, very busy lifestyle. Things are full and hectic as it is. These women want to be fit and they want to eat well. They just need to know how to do it and how to fit it all in, how to manage. And because I was a corporate working mom since I had my first baby, I get it. And I've done it for that long, so I know how to fit it all in, and I can share my struggles, I can share my victories, I can share my strategies, and these are the things that are going to help them. On the flip side, I also encourage you guys to think about your target market in terms of your team. Who are you looking for to join your team? And again, it falls under that umbrella of busy working mom for me. So for me, like really I'm talking about myself. Like I'm going to connect with people who are like me in some way. So hold on a second. Sorry, guys. My computer went black for a second. Okay, so really I'm describing myself and who I am, like I said. So my target market is busy working moms who want to reach their full potential and don't feel like they are, but just don't have the avenue to do that. You know, women who want to dream big and who want to be leaders, and they just don't have the avenue, like I said, to reach their full potential. That was who I was for a really long time. I always, like, I would talk to my husband and say, I really think I could do something great, and I feel like, you know, there is a way to be mortgage free. There's got to be a way to be mortgage free, and I think I could do it. I just don't know how. And so as the leader of this community, I can bring across, you know, that this is the opportunity to make those dreams happen. So that's my target market in a nutshell, guys. Busy working moms who want to fit nutrition and fitness into their very busy lifestyles, and who are dreaming big and, you know, want more for their future and want more for themselves. So from that, it should be so easy, guys, to figure out what you're going to post about. It should be so simple to think about material. For example, my target market is not going to take an hour to make dinner. They're just not. They don't have the time. They're going to work, they're coming home, they're getting ready for some kind of activity, dinner, bath, and bed. And if they're a Beachbody coach, then they do that after bed and, you know, early in the morning. So they need quick recipes, recipes that double easily so they can use it for 2 dinners. I talk about my strategy of doing meal prep over the weekend so that it saves me a lot of time during the week. And I discuss takeout challenges for those days when you just can't get dinner done. I do some mini fit challenges where if they couldn't get their like 45 minutes or whatever workout in that day, they can at least take like 12 minutes for the mini fit challenge that I post on my page. There's a lot more to that, guys. There's a lot more material that I post about, but those are some ideas that come very easily from knowing that my target market is busy and knowing what their lifestyle is like. Whose lifestyle do you know? You know, what lifestyle do you live? What lifestyle are you familiar with? And how can you help people strategize to live a healthier and fitter lifestyle? What kinds of things can you offer, tips and strategies and, you know, stories about yourself and members of your team and members of your challenge groups? What can you offer these people? On the business side of things, I offer inspiration and belief, and I have decided more recently to really live out loud about my coaching journey, how much I love coaching and what it means for me, how, you know, my target demographic wants to be a leader, and I love leading my team. It is so much fun, and it's so fulfilling as well. So I discuss facets of coaching that appeal to my target demographic. I also talk about my big dreams. I have huge dreams. I have dreams of being mortgage free. I should say I have a plan of being mortgage free within the next like 3.5 years. And I talk about that. I'm not shy about my big, fat, hairy goals. And I know that that appeals to my target demographic. If you as a coach are looking for an extra, you know, $1,000 a month, talk about that and what that's going to do for you. And, you know, that will also appeal to your target demographic, right? Okay, so number 3, building trust. So you've got new followers on your page, people that you've never met before, and what you need to do as a coach is build trust and make sure that they know that you are a real and genuine person and you want to help them, because they're not going to know that right away, right? So what you can do is you can be conscious of the fact that you need to be adding value to their lives. And you need to also be transparent, and as I was saying before, you need to make sure that it doesn't look like a robot is operating your page. They need to get to know you through your posts. So I'll talk about value first. So if you're offering something of value, people are going to begin to trust you because you've already helped them, right? And so they feel grateful and they're thankful that you have this page or YouTube channel or whatever else it is. So my goal is to inform my target market. I will post articles sometimes on weight training and why you should do it, and don't be a cardio princess. Again, that's part of my culture on my page. Maybe you're a cardio princess. I'm not knocking it. It's just not my thing. And also on nutrition, why it's so important to get the proper amount of protein in and things like that. So I want to inform people about fitness and nutrition so that they know why they should be doing what I'm recommending that they do, right? Secondly, I have a goal to inspire people to be more and do more and reach their goals and meet their potential. I do that with like transformation stories, and I do that with posts about myself and milestones that I've reached. And sometimes people just want to be entertained. That's also a value you can add. You can post like something funny. You can post a story about your life that's going to resonate with people. Entertainment is something that like I like to throw in to spice it up every so often. So that's number one on building trust for me, I think, is adding value to people's lives and making sure that before you post, you know what value that's going to bring to your target market specifically. So the second facet of that is transparency as a coach and being who you are and sharing your struggles and your victories and your goals, because that is what helps people to connect with you as a person. They don't think you're perfect, and so they can relate to you more, and they might feel more comfortable opening up to you because of that. And you know, it can be stuff non-related to fitness. Like I was saying on the call, I know how passionate dog lovers are about their fur babies. That's something great to post about. You can connect with people on that level as well. Like they will understand what you mean when you post about how much you love your fur baby. And I think that's awesome. So, again, I was talking about, sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. I was talking about building trust by adding value and being transparent. Keeping in mind, guys, when you're posting that it is for them and about them, post things that are going to really build them up in some way. And often stories about you and stories about your team and your challengers are some of the best ways to do that. People connect with stories. It resonates with people. And it does with me too. I follow certain pages because I love following the story of these people's lives, right? Okay, so this brings us around to actually connecting with people and getting that one-on-one conversation started. So you've set your intention, you want to help people, you know who you're talking to and what they're interested in seeing and what would be helpful for them to see. You're beginning to build trust and be transparent on your page. Now you want to know how to actually connect and speak one-on-one with these people. So what I do is when I post, especially if it's a post where I've asked a question, I don't post and run. You've probably heard this before, but post, stick around. If somebody comments, reply back right away or like their post right away so that there is that level of interaction and they'll be like, oh, it's a real person. And people feel special if you stick around and you have a conversation with them. Like, make sure that they know that you value them by responding when they comment on your post. So every day I go in and I make sure that I have liked or commented on every comment I have on my page. And same with my Instagram. If somebody makes a comment, I reply back to them all the time as well. So and I should say, If I've had a conversation below a post on my Facebook page, I will always friend request them from my personal profile at that point. I don't friend request everybody who likes my page because you'll get thrown in Facebook jail. That is a real thing. And it's just not fun. So make sure that they know who you are and they've had a level of interaction with you, because again, it goes back to that trust thing. They got to trust you as a person. So if you've had a little conversation on your page, what I do is I friend request them and just send them a message and say, hey, thanks for following my page. I really appreciate it. It's great to have you there. I'd love to hear a little bit more about your goals and your fitness journey. And it begins that one-on-one conversation. I don't mention challenge group or coaching opportunity right in that conversation unless it just naturally happens, and sometimes it does. But we just have a little bit of an interaction, and I'll often offer a free resource like, some recipes from some Beachbody recipes, or I've done a meal plan and I can offer a meal plan or like a free 7-day workout guide. So sometimes I'll offer those resources to those new followers on my page who I've connected with on my profile. So a second way that you can connect with people on your page is to talk about your own goals or your own progress, and then ask people to message you with what their goals are so that you can give them a few tips to get them started on their journey. So again, this isn't a message where I'm saying, oh, do you want to join my challenge group right after they message me? We have a conversation and I just give them some information that is going to help them get started. And then these people are typically the first ones who respond when you do post your challenge group, or you can invite them for your next month's challenge group, right? And you've built that trust. They know more of who you are, and they know that they're not just a dollar sign to you, right, at the same time. Another thing that I do is I will post a free resource. I'll post about a free resource on my page. So I just recently did a new meal plan, and it was based on this paleo six-pack challenge. Sorry. It was based on this paleo 3-week 6-pack challenge. And I got amazing results, and my abs are like showing so much more than they were before. So I took that plan, I gave credit, and I posted the actual link, but I took it a step further and created a meal plan for it and offered that to people on my page. But I didn't just post the meal plan. What I did was I posted on my page that it was available, and I said, I've done this meal plan, I've gotten some amazing results from it, and if you're interested in doing this 3-week, I called it Bikini Prep Challenge, send me a message. The meal plan is free, and let's get the conversation started. So I had so many people message me, so many messages out of this particular post, and all I do is I ask them what their goals are. I ask them a little bit more about their fitness journey, and then I send them the meal plan. So that way, I've asked them questions, they've told me a little bit more about themselves, and then I've given them something to help them get started on their fitness journey. Another thing that you could do is you could put together a collection of like Beachbody recipes from different programs. Don't ever give out like a full meal plan for any of the programs. That I just don't think that's a good business practice. But maybe take one from a recipe from P90X3 and take a recipe from Ultimate Reset, and put together a collection of 7 recipes, and you can offer a week's worth of healthy dinner options, right? And then, or you can, I'm not sure if this is technically allowed, but it's an idea. Message Coach Relations to see if it's allowed. You can get those meal plans if you have a club membership from teambeachbody.com. I don't know if that's something that you can offer, but if not, then like I said, like a collection of recipes, 7 dinner ideas, or like a collection of 12 lunch options for working moms, or something like that. Whatever is helpful to you in your life is going to be helpful to your target market as well, right? So put together something that you can offer them, or do a 7-day clean eating challenge, a free one on Facebook, or a 30-day squat challenge, or something like that. let people know it's available on your page or on your YouTube, and have them message you or email you to get in the group so that you can have that conversation first before it starts, and you can ask them about their goals and their journey, etc. Okay. And okay. And then once you've had that initial interaction, once you know a little bit more about them, you will know what resource is going to be best for them. You'll know if maybe a challenge group would be a perfect fit for them, and you know that your next 21-day fix challenge group is really going to help them get a jump start towards their goals. Or maybe your P90X3 is going to be the thing that's really going to help them to accomplish whatever their goal is. And you'll also know if it's a person who the coaching opportunity would be perfect for. So you've had this conversation, you connect with them, and from a place of wanting to help them to succeed in their goals. And that way, I really feel like you'll be able to see more clearly and understand what's going to be most beneficial for them, because you're not thinking about, I need to fill my challenge group, I need to add to my team, I need this for me, me, me. You're thinking, what is truly going to benefit this person? And then when you approach them about either the coaching opportunity or about a challenge group or whatever else it may be, maybe it's a free group of yours or something, you'll be coming from a place where you're recommending something that you really believe is going to make a difference in their lives, and they're going to feel that vibe coming from you. And I just feel like it's a lot more conducive to an open and honest conversation, and you can tell them why you're recommending this. And I really think this is perfect for you because of this reason and this reason. And it just comes across as being so much more genuine because you are, right? So I hope this helps give you guys a few tips on how to connect with people and how to really increase the engagement on your social media platforms. My Facebook page, for example, when I really zeroed in on my target market, before I zeroed in on my target market, my engagement, my people talking about this on my Facebook page, was consistently at 250. And it would vary. It would go up to 350 and then back down to 250, but I would say it was most often right around 250. And now it's been at between 400 and 550 every day, and it's just a huge difference. People are talking to me more. People are beginning conversations. I'm talking more about challenge groups and coaching and all of that stuff, and people are starting to message me and say, hey, what's this all about? So I just really think setting your intention, having a niche market, building that trust, and then finding ways to have that one-on-one conversation, that is how you can use social media to grow your business. I really hope this has been helpful for you guys.